cake if you want and talk about your
Yeah, I know.
your business.
It is, they'll find
Oh no, I want to go
there
hang
he
out
is.
with the residents.
There's Patrick.
I said, okay.
Okay,
Bye.
so it
How are
says,
you?
Okay,
it
thank
says
you.
it's excellent condition and it shows your picture, so you are alive now.
I'll double check.
Yep, the timer's moving.
And the timer's going.
That's
It
another-
worked last week time too, but it only went 28 seconds and then it shut itself
Just
off.
Amber?
Last month, I should say, not last week.
I don't get it.
Oh, you brought me 2 folders for you.
Yeah, we're up.
Get that.
Are you good?
Yep, we're good.
No. You just signed for her for
So did anyone else sleep through our tornado the other day?
Heck no.
No.
I didn't
Can I get
sign
yours
it.
at
It
the
was
end?
a couple
I
hours
appreciate it.
after that I went to bed.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, no, that's okay. Oh, it's always
My neighbor woke me up. He's like, "Hey, we got a tornado." I said, "Oh, okay, let me put on some pants. I'll be right outside." You know, because that's just how redneck I
I'm
am.
just gonna steal your.
The siren goes off, I go wake everybody up, and he's like, come
you need
upstairs.
stuff inside it?
That might be nice, yep.
I know.
You're asking a
Wow,
lot.
look at this lightning, wow.
I went and I took the baby out of the crib and I said, if you guys can stay up here if you want, but I'm taking the baby to the basement.
Mr. Chair, it's 7 o'clock.
Okay. Start the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Questions?
Here.
Martin.
Here.
McBride.
Here.
Coster.
Here.
Beanie.
Here.
Rugel.
Here.
Miskovich.
Here.
Like you said that is when he did catch you, he was getting ready to hit you.
No, that's called anointing.
Anointing. I'm just anointing him.
We'll cover the consent agenda. Consent agenda concludes the agenda, the minutes, bills for payment. All items listed on our consent agenda are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the Holly Township Park Commission and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion. If discussion is required, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and discussed separately, immediately after consent agenda in its normal sequence on the regular agenda. Can I get a motion?
I actually would like to, I need some clarification on the bills for payment.
Okay.
So can we please move
Yep.
that?
So we're gonna move that down to old business then?
Yep.
Okay.
Chief.
Can I get a motion for,
Oh, I do it?
I don't
I'd
care.
like the motion to move the bills for payment, down to old business.
No,
under-
you don't have to make that motion, you have to make a motion to approve the consent agenda as changed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to approve the consent agenda as changed, showing that bills for payment will be moved to old business.
I'll
I
second. Let the birthday girl second
Jinx.
it.
Who seconded it?
Rugel. It's only Donna's birthday, so we're gonna not let her work too hard.
Yeah. Can I get a roll call?
Is
Uh,
that required? Because you moved bills?
Yeah.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Public comment? No public. We'll pass. Old business. First one is disc golf. I'm guessing that's Tony.
Well, so we only have the 4 sponsors still. I'm afraid I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, we told those 4 sponsors that their whole things would be up as of August 1st, so. Not sure if you guys want to.
I need a little, I need a little help. I mean, I'm trying to do this all on my own.
And that was something I was going to bring up tonight. Donna has obviously gotten it. We need somebody who's here during the day because it just isn't, I'm finding it's very difficult for me to get a hold of anybody, even in the early afternoon, 4 o'clock, we're
Yeah.
basically looking. Donna's had all the success on it. I didn't
And
know
I'm
if
only
anybody
on
else.
Thursdays because I work the rest of the week.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was anybody else that might have a little bit more flexibility because, I'm just basically getting,
Stonewall.
Yeah, yes. That's
Yeah,
pretty
Steve,
much.
if someone wants to contact Steve LaPlante, he said he can sell them all. I sent it to a guy who has been in several times, and he's going to try, I sent him all the info, he's gonna try to sell some. And then I was gonna start contacting the disc companies, but, it's, time's running so fast.
Can
guys.
you send me the
How-
sponsorship information?
Mhm.
Donna, could you give me a list of the ones that you've
Oh,
contacted?
yeah.
Patrick, if you could too.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do too.
Yeah, like I said, sorry, I gave it, but it's really one
No,
of
it's
those things.
fine.
And the follow up, and playing phone tag doesn't seem to help on something
No.
like this
No.
either. Find you. One thing I was going to. Do you think any of the disc golfers would have anybody that they would?
They're working on it as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
I sent
that's-
it to them.
Okay, that's.
Yeah, I'm going outside of Holly now.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah, if you want, maybe I can get with you, Donna, we can work together a little bit.
The problem is you have 2 weeks until you said you're gonna be open.
Well, with our
They have to extend their contracts.
Right.
disaster that happened here a couple weeks ago, I think it's going to be kind of hard to pull more sponsorships
Right.
out of Holly at this point
Yeah,
in
at this
time.
point, yep.
So,
Well, we can look around.
Okay.
Beach?
So I gave you, we said we would rediscuss,
Hours?
hours for August. So I gave you I'm sorry. Gave you 2 sheets. One says patrons entering the park for half hour. That would be the time that everybody entered the park. The second page, or the other side of that, it says people in park per half hour. That means, so what we do is we count people as they come into the park, and every half hour we count the number of people who are in the park. So 3 people may come in, 2 people may stay, that makes it 5. So if you look at the second page, it gives you an idea of the average number of people in your facility at any one time.
Could you please clarify which is the first and second, because I don't see any delineation.
Oh,
People in park per half hour
That's the first
is the
page.
second page.
Second page, thank you.
Patrons entering the park per half hour, that's when they enter the park.
That's just the number of then entered the park at that half
At
hour.
half hour. So if you see at 10 to 10:30, on average, we have less than 1 person. We have a half a person. You don't start getting any real people until I would say noon, which is when we used to open. You're at 5 or 4.76. And then you're at 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, up to 9, 7, 5, 6, 5, 5.
Well,
So
the one thing though, we've at 10:30 to 11 on the 16th, the Thursday, we had 10 people come in. 6:24, we had 6 people come
yeah,
in.
those 10 people actually, I think most of them came in and bought their beach tags and left, if I remember correctly. Yep. So, it's up to you guys what you want to do.
How is it working with the current staff and your time?
Well, so I had a staff member who didn't tell me until, a week and a half ago that she was leaving next week. So, and she's the 40-hour supervisor. So, but I replaced that position. So, I mean, I give them a list of things to do every day. It's not huge. I've been using 3 of the staff members out at Sorensen working on clearing disc golf, trails, all kinds of stuff, and then they may go and finish days there. But so those 3 people have, to get them close to the hours they need or wanted, and we said we would give them original when we were looking at having night trips. I've been getting an awful lot done out there.
Good.
Been getting a lot of the stuff cleared that has grown back up from the disc golf, out there with the brush hog, out there with, loppers and machete and dragging stuff to the side, so trying to get those so they're looking nice again.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, and the brush hog is working
brush hog works perfectly.
well, okay, good, because I don't think I heard anything about that since the purchase. So how much, I'm just curious, how much time do you have to devote yourself to the beach?
Not a lot,
Okay,
because I'm, doing all the other stuff.
right, so you're not formally on the schedule.
I'm on the schedule,
Oh, I got you.
Tuesdays, every Tuesday I'm there for
Okay.
10 hours.
Oh, boy.
So,
Okay.
and then sometimes weekends. The first weekend was me.
Yeah.
The entire weekend was me. So, but,
But you're okay with that? You're still able to do,
I'm working lots of hours,
I bet.
so, but whatever.
Have we had any issues up at the beach or anything?
Not really. It's
Okay.
been, 4th of July was probably the best 4th we've ever had up there. I mean, as far as, we counted on the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
We had 1,000 people in our park.
Wow.
989 people in our park.
Over at the
From
beach.
10 a.m. till
Wow.
fireworks. We had about 500 and some during the day that may have stayed, and then we had another 500 that entered after 5 p.m.
That's I didn't think that many people could
No.
fit in that spot.
I wouldn't either.
It's pretty crazy.
Were some of them in the water? No, not after dark.
Oh, we had that issue too.
Okay. Well,
I'm not sure what the adults were planning on doing out in the water.
I don't want to know.
I don't either, but they were not happy when I called them in.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they were celebrating the 4th
Yeah.
of July. Good fireworks.
Have we had any other issues over at Sorensen?
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Vandalism, nothing.
Well, all of our signs are down now, so there's not much more for him to take. So,
The blue ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've ordered some new ones. I've ordered a couple for the disc golf to put out there because people get lost and get confused on the spots. But I haven't put anything up yet because I gotta figure out how I can do it and not have this kid come
Right.
by and rip them out.
Is it still number 13? Do we know if it's number 13 or not?
The last time that it was him,
Okay.
but I have not seen him in the park, and I've tried to catch him a couple of times. I stay late and walk back, and I haven't seen him.
Did we ever get trail cams up?
No, because we have to buy them, so I didn't know if I should buy them or not.
Oh, I thought, didn't we approve that
Did we
last?
talked about it, but I
We
didn't
talked
know if
about it. I don't
was
think we
approved.
approved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can go
'Cause-
get them at, Save Club tomorrow.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I don't think so either.
I mean, at least we'd have some proof that
Mhm.
if something does get damaged, at least we could
Mhm.
find the culprits and maybe
Or
get some.
try. I mean, you're
Yes.
only gonna have, a couple. I would assume you want, how many you want. How many trail, well, we gotta go back to talking about the beach though.
Yeah,
so-
Right.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Finish that up.
Yeah.
are we gonna have an appreciation day like we did last year, at the beach for the
Employees.
employees, for
That's
the
up to you guys.
commissioner and you
You
were
want to
here
make a
last.
motion? I don't have a problem, or do we want to discuss it? I wasn't here last year, so I have,
Off the top of your head, do you know the date the beach closes? It's when school is.
Well,
Okay.
last year we did it early in August, I think. I don't know if the kids go back on the 26th or not.
We can
I
always-
think it's after Labor Day.
Before the.
we can always do it on a Wednesday too.
Yeah,
We could, but then this,
that's confusing for people if they drive by.
well,
Yeah,
But it's gonna be
and
confusing
That's
if
anybody
they're-
who's working too, I mean. Does everybody have
Just put a
one day
private
off?
party.
Yeah, I can see that now. People complaining we spent the $5, and if there's people in there,
yeah,
they should be in there too.
I can see it too.
School starts the 29th of August.
Okay. That's what I thought. What is that?
So maybe mid-August,
Well,
we can discuss.
Like a Saturday,
Well, some of them got to work though.
yeah.
So
well, that
that's-
happened last year, some of them.
Oh,
were
did it?
working, But
Yeah, they
it's a
still-
little different this year because there are no lifeguards, so it's not like they have to be up on stand
Oh, okay,
during the party.
okay. Yeah, that's fine then.
So,
Tony, is there any way to, I've not researched it, and I apologize, because, I don't know, I've been thinking about it. Is there any way to make the signs that you put up for the trail markers or for the arrows, whatever, the maps, indestructible? Is that a possibility?
I don't think anything's indestructible. If you really wanna take them down, you can.
I mean, even digging down and putting it in cement and.
Well, this one, they ripped them off. They were, I mean,
Actual
he
sign.
had to spend his time doing this on the signs for quite a while, because he didn't even bring a tool to unscrew them.
Can we
So-
get, can we look at making, maybe getting them out of metal? The one
They
that-
are, well, they're not,
I thought they were plastic.
they're a, aluminum with a plastic front.
Oh,
If I may, if we were to get the trail cameras and put up signs at the entrance of the disc golf and possibly the entrance of the park, stating that this property is under video surveillance, it may put a stop or at least slow down
You would think.
the vandalism. I would hope.
I was hope.
So, just a suggestion. I mean, if we're talking about getting the trail cams anyway, maybe getting signs that say that this property is under surveillance would be a good option.
Yeah, I don't know the
Did you want me
legalities
to
of that,
motion?
but I think you have to do that with.
yeah, I do too.
So do we wanna take this back as a discussion under disc golf? Because we're supposed to be discussing the beach, so I'm getting confused,
Me too.
as I'm sure you know.
Do we want to just put this as a new business and we can talk about it when we get down to new business then?
Well, we would have had to approve that during the consent agenda.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm just gonna buy 3 trail cams. Under my auspice, and I'm gonna put them up, I'll get a sign posted that says you're under video surveillance, and then I'll put some signs up and make sure those cams are on those specific signs and see what happens. How's
Yeah.
that?
Mhm.
Sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
And if I can get my garage, I'll still try to find that other, because I know it's not.
Okay,
Okay, so
back to the beach.
yeah, we were talking about going back over the hours.
Yeah, so what do you got, last year our hours were 12 to 6, Monday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they were 12 to 8
For August.
for August.
Right.
Right.
And how did that go over with the public? I don't think there was too much
There was not an
discussion.
outcry,
Right,
because,
right.
It starts to get cool.
it's
And
not
people
that
go on
even that it starts to get
vacation
cool, it's that people are starting taking their last family trips
Oh, in August, right.
in August.
Yes.
Well, not only that, we're going to probably start losing some help, correct, here in August. So we're going to have to roll back some hours anyhow to cover those people not being. And you too, Tony. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't be working so many hours. So,
If we do that, we need to let the public know before we actually do it and why we're doing it, because, you know, when we didn't do it for Wednesday, I heard a few rumblings about why weren't we doing it Wednesday, why are we collecting the 5?
I heard it too, but you know, when I explain to people that you still have to pay for the upkeep
Right.
and stuff, they go, oh, okay.
Yeah, but we probably should do that up front and just
Right.
Yeah, I heard.
cut it
yeah,
off
yeah, yeah.
before it
No,
even
we
gets to
would,
that point.
and, you know,
And it went well last year.
it went
It's
fine, it's
basically
gone
the-
fine for the
Yeah,
last
no, I-
probably 5 years, so we would just be going back towards more hours, but do you wanna stay open in at 10, or do you wanna, because, I'm gonna tell you, basically from 10 to 11 most days, the staff does all their stuff they have to do during the day, because
There's nobody there,
there's nobody there.
or not
Right.
many.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
so in your opinion, is the current schedule working for you and your staff?
In my opinion, I think you're wasting money being open at 10.
Yeah.
But I think that you gave those people who've complained for years about it, here's the data, where were you,
Right.
you know?
How are we looking in July between 10 and 12?
No one hardly, if any, 1 or 2 maybe. And
Except for
more
the 4th
often
of
than not,
July.
That's people who are stopping by to talk to me or someone on staff, so. I don't have the numbers right in front of me, Kurt, if I, you know.
Yeah. I just would like to see more data, I guess, but
What if we were to keep the hours through July
That's what I'm suggesting.
and then go ahead and roll back to our regular August hours, like we have in the past?
well, what we can't, should we wait? Oh, no, we would be in August then, wouldn't we?
Oh, if you're talking about for our second meeting, yeah, or our next meeting, yeah, we would
When you
already
won't
be in.
actually have it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I think that's fine.
Do we have a meeting in August?
You know,
I didn't think so.
because we never voted to change it. You can call them,
Okay,
but I need to do a schedule, that's why I'm asking. I've already scheduled them out through July.
and you've already basically let the people working that the hours in August will probably revert to 12.
I haven't said anything
Oh,
to
okay.
them. I told them that's why I wasn't giving them an August schedule until tomorrow, because I don't know.
So at this time, are we certain that we have the employees intact, or we don't know if any of them are going back to
The
school?
one that's going back to school is going back to school. The other
One
ones
is.
are high schoolers, and then I've hired a bus driver to be my 40-hour person.
Oh.
So he won't be going back until the kids go back. So he
Okay.
said this would be perfect for him in the future. That's what we're doing. So
Okay.
Well,
So do we need to make a motion then to change the hours for August to noon? Tony, please reiterate this.
So the hours for August would be 12 to 6, Monday, Tuesday. You could open on Wednesday then, but Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday through Saturday, they would be 12 to 8.
Sunday?
You need Sunday?
Or through Sunday, sorry.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That'd be 22.
Okay, so I make the motion to amend those hours, including Wednesday continuing to be an off day for the beach for August 2022.
Second, anybody?
I'll second.
it's not money, so you could just do them all together, I think.
Yeah, can I get,
All in favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
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 And then you have to say any opposed.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Gonna get that one of these days.
That's okay. So now back to the other thing in the beach,
Right.
which is
Oh.
the staff,
Meeting.
thank you.
Thank you, party.
Okay.
I have hamburgers and, I don't know how I have to count how many hamburgers, but I have a fair amount left. Because I cooked for the staff on 4th of July from us. We do a potluck and you guys supply the meat, so.
I do have plenty of hot dogs at the house left
No,
over.
I had everybody there, all my staff, because I need them for controlling the public, which wasn't like that, yeah, but anyways. I have a little 3-year-old who I trained to tell cars that, no, you can't come in, it's full.
Oh.
She would yell it from the back of her mom's truck, it was funny. But anyways,
So we need to pick a date for the party, and is there
Yeah.
anything else we need to do for that then?
well, so last year you guys gave them all, you formed a committee to come up with some type of award for them. I think last year was
Gift cards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you set that committee with a certain amount of money. So,
Do we want to do the same thing? Did that work okay?
I think so, they were all pretty.
I wasn't on the committee.
I wasn't on the
I don't
committee
think
either,
it
but
was
I
a
was at
committee.
the event, and I think that they were happy
Happy.
with that.
Yeah.
We had a
Appreciative.
meeting at Sorensen, wasn't it?
You were on the committee, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that
so
one.
it was-
No, no,
It was
that
Donna, Courtney, and
one.
you.
That one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There was others, I think, that it wasn't.
We got August 13th, 20, and 27th. They're Saturdays in August. Which we can either
Tony,
do on
according
Saturday
to,
or Sunday.
The numbers, and I'm sure you're a lot more familiar with the numbers, but which day is the lightest, Saturday or Sunday? Or is Sunday an option? I don't know, maybe Sunday's
Yeah,
not an
there's-
option for people.
Yeah, it'd be the 14th, 21st, and 28th. It'd be Sundays.
Or the 8th. Yeah.
Did I miss one?
I can't actually tell you
I
what
think the-
days are around. You figured it out on your schedule, what days are the Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt?
Well, based off this, it looks like Saturdays, well, there's only two. There's really not enough here to even make a decision, because it's like, there's a Saturday with 72, and then the other ones are 28, and then the Sundays are 29 and 10, so it's kind
It's
of,
more than that, 'cause, no, you're right, it's only 2 weeks.
yeah. So there's really kind of hard to make a decision.
I don't think it really matters. I know that the park is rented towards the end of the month. I can't tell you what day it's on, because for some reason it stopped syncing with my computer. my thing. It's the end of July.
I can't do the 20 and 21st, come to think about it.
Of August you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be in town for those days either.
What about the 13th or 14th?
That sounds good.
I would be good with either of those.
Courtney?
I'm not sure about the 13th. I feel like there's something I don't have in my calendar yet, but
Well, how about the 14th? Sunday.
I just wait for that weekend.
I
Well,
think if you wait until the 27th, I know that's
Yeah,
the
it's
end.
late.
So if you can't do the 20th and 21st, I think your choices are the 6th and the 7th, or the 13th and the 14th.
I think 13th, 14th sounds good.
Saturday or Sunday? I'd rather do a Saturday.
I'd rather do a Saturday as well.
Okay.
Do the 13th then?
The 13th?
Do we need to do a roll call or motion or something?
Okay, so are you gonna set up a committee again to, I think last year you said they could spend up to $500 or something like that.
How many people do we have this year?
Well, I think that we did last year, we did the 2 people who worked for us.
Yeah, it wasn't just beach.
It wasn't just the beach staff. And then there are, 6 people, maybe 7?
As a total, or 7 and 2?
No, 8 is a max.
And does that include you?
No, yeah, that would include me.
Okay.
At 8 would include me for sure.
And we
What
gave
time?
gift cards last year,
You did gift cards last year.
and do you remember the amounts?
I think you did 50 for the returning staff. I know it was 50 or 100. I think it was 50, but I can't really remember.
Yeah, I think it was 50. Didn't we just tell them to go pick a
Yeah. it was
envelope?
50.
So I
Yeah,
think
they-
in
yeah,
that
they
case,
just-
they would have all been the same.
Yeah, I would have thought,
50 for
okay.
everyone.
I thought so.
I think that's a good price.
Yeah, that's generous.
So that's what, 400? 8 times 50?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you guys all brought a dish to pass, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
what it
Yeah.
We sure we want everybody to bring a dish to pass? I mean, I don't
is?
know.
Well,
how
it'll
I
be
don't know
more
how some of these
successful than asking my staff to bring a dish to
Well,
pass.
Right,
Yeah,
but
that's
there's
true.
only 8 people.
I know, I'm just teasing about somebody's cooking skills.
Mine in particular?
No, teasing.
Don't drop food off for him, Kevin.
I'm not gonna.
Just saying, he's not going on Donna's trip and he doesn't get
Yeah, I
food
know.
for you, Kurt, you're not in a good spot.
Do we want to make a motion on this then?
Yeah, you have to make a roll call. Yeah,
Yeah.
who's gonna make the motion?
I'll make the motion that we have it on August 13th. Do I do it with the $50 gift cards?
You spend up to $400 on a gift,
Up.
on an appreciation
Asian gift.
gift, yeah. And then the park will supply the meat and.
Commissioners
commissioners
will make
bring a dish to
food
pass, yeah, or something.
or chips
Do we need
or,
to set the timing of the party at this point?
oh yeah,
What time you wanna do it?
I mean,
Noon?
noon.
I know,
noon or 11?
Well,
Because
noon,
it
we
starts
open
getting
at
busy.
noon.
Yeah.
so,
Do we want to do it 11 then?
well,
11's
you can
fine.
do it at noon, that's fine. I mean, cause
And then
if
just-
anyone's coming in, they're coming in, oh well, I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
We can do it 11, that way we don't have to worry about people coming in.
Will that mess up your
Well, the
hours
staff
though?
have to come in.
Right, that's the thing.
Hey, they're getting money and food.
I don't care, you guys tell me.
I'd still say noon because last year only a few people showed up for it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Plus there were
So you're
other
saying
people
noon?
swimming and
I
stuff.
would- I would say
I would
noon.
say
Okay,
noon.
noon's fine.
Alright, so you're making that motion, McBride?
Yes.
I'll second.
Can I get a roll call, please?
Yep. Martin,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Coster,
Yes.
Feeny,
Yes.
Durgo,
Yes.
Justinich,
Yes.
and Hutchins.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now see, I did have a question for you because
Bills for payment?
Yeah.
bills for payment.
Okay.
Here, okay, my first question is this June and July?
you have you should have, you have one that says June.
Well, in this first line, it says May 22nd over an H, but on top, it says June 2000.
The June's right.
So this is
The
incorrect.
May's wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
gotcha. But then, I'm seeing,
It continues onto a second side.
yeah, I see
And then you have a
that.
second one that's applies. Right there.
Gotcha, the current
And I
number.
forgot, I apologize, I for some reason didn't put the account number on.
Okay, so I guess my main question is, that I was somewhat confused about, where the items say see below. At Sam's Club, apparently,
That's 2 months worth,
that's, okay,
because that's typically you're a month behind in paying the bills, but because of our fiscal year ending June 30th, I had to pay all the bills on June 30th, so that's
Okay.
why you'll see some bills in both areas.
right. But in particular, I'm looking at the Sam's Club payment,
Uh-huh.
$5,133.11. But then I'm seeing items listed under what I believe is the Sam's Club breakdown,
Yeah,
that, such as phones, such as,
the phone's always there.
under Sam's Club?
Yeah, Sam's Club's the MasterCard, sorry,
Okay,
it's a MasterCard.
okay.
I apologize.
That's okay, and then I'm seeing brush hog, tractor, 2 months, disc bags and supplies, and I'm like, I've never seen those at Sam's Club. But, okay, so those are paid with the Sam's Club
Yes,
credit
they're
card.
automatic, like
Got it.
CMC, which is the phone bill, that, the 2 months phones at the nature center, yeah,
Okay.
that's paid with our Sam's Club card because it's prepaid, or I mean, it's billed every month, and they won't do, I can't do a check to them, I can send them a check, but then they lose it and it's all.
Can you change the description, like Sam's Club Master?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I
That's
apologize,
fine.
usually it says Sam's Club. but I
Okay.
said-
All right. And then as far as the petty cash, I see that listed several times. The one of them does say see below, the
Yep.
257.25. So I'm not quite sure which items those are for. And then there's another petty cash itemization for $90, but that does indicate that it was for gas.
Correct. So the petty cash that says see below is the petty cash. No, that's all, the,
There's two of them. You have the 1881.
I have what?
There's one that says 1881 petty cash for $397.44. See
Oh,
below.
you're right, and I didn't continue that below.
Right, so there's actually 3 different,
There's 2 of them.
The one petty cash is just a distribution of what went into the 257.25
I
on line
apologize. So
17.
the other one was buying the lawnmower and I'm gonna guess gas.
The 397.44.
oh, so that's the breakdown for that line item.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I wish you had called me so that I could have, like, because I didn't realize I left it out.
Okay,
And we're not in my office, so I can't just go grab it.
okay. All right, that makes sense. Thank you. I was just
Yeah.
not making sense sitting on my porch.
Well, I'm still kind of confused. Where's the breakdown for the
There
397?
isn't one, I don't,
Oh, okay.
I obviously left it off on accident, I
Okay.
apologize. But I can't tell you what it is because I'm not in my office.
That's fine.
Which is, you know, unfortunately, the problem with meeting here.
Can you send what the breakdown would be for the? Can we push this off until next month to
No.
approve? Okay.
Well, you can, but
I mean, it's
They've
petty
already been
cash.
paid,
Yeah,
so-
so I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just if we could get a breakdown
yes,
for the
I'll
next
send
month.
you
Yeah.
How about if I send you a breakdown? Can we just approve it all but the one petty cash?
Yes,
How's that?
that works. Does that work?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want
And
to
I
make
don't mean to be so.
No, no,
No,
that's
no.
perfect.
Oh, actually, no, yeah. Yep.
Do you want to make a motion then, Kathleen?
Okay, I'll make a motion to pay the bills that are listed here,
Except for the
except for
The one petty cash.
the line item 8, I guess is the way to say that, under 1881 petty cash in the amount of $397.44. And then when we see the breakdown. Thank you.
Can I get a roll call?
Yep. McBride,
Yes.
Coster,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Rugo,
Yes.
Miskevich,
Yes.
Hutchins,
Yes.
and Martin.
Yes.
On the new business, the pre-buy propane.
Right. So we have in the past pre-bought 4,000, I think it's 4,000 gallons of propane from Hamilton Propane. They are offering it this year at a pre-buy of $2.29, 2.299 cents per gallon.
How much was it last year?
A lot cheaper, but so was gas.
Do you remember? You don't.
It was like $1.99, I think, or something, $1.89 last year. This is really not out of, we've paid this price before.
Oh, I'm not disputing that.
Yeah,
I just
no,
was
no.
wondering.
It has gone up. I think
Yeah.
last year was, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna guess was between $1.69 and $1.99. I can't tell you off the top of my head.
Is that going to impact the budget at all?
Well, I mean, if you don't pre-buy it, then you gotta pay it whatever price.
No,
it
I
is,
know.
so, yeah.
But last year it was $1.89, and now
Yeah,
it's.
it may end up in the long run impacting it, but I don't think so. I try to plan a little bit extra in for
Okay.
it, so, but, you know.
Okay, and I'm assuming that we are getting a special rate since it's somebody that we've already subscribed to. Is there
Yeah.
anybody else out there that's cheaper?
Well, then you have to go through the process of them coming and taking your tank, and you,
Oh,
whatever
changing out
fuel's
the
already
tanks.
in it, and change out your tank, and they're usually the cheapest around. Isn't that correct, Joe? Hamilton?
Well, I don't know. I haven't bought propane down here in years.
I haven't checked in the last couple of years, but when I did check, they were like considerably lower than everybody else for their pre-buy. Not everyone offers a pre-buy either, so.
I'll make a motion to approve the pre-buy on the propane.
I'll second that.
Can I get a roll call?
Foster,
Yes.
Beanie,
Yes.
Rugal,
Yes.
Miskevich,
Yes.
Hutchins,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
and McBride.
Yes.
We don't have any other new business?
Nope.
Public comment? No public here. Board comments? Does anybody have any board comments they'd like to make? Go ahead, Joe.
I was at the village parks meeting last Wednesday. August 13th at Lakeside Park, they're going to have a fundraiser for the burn victims for downtown.
That's the same
Same
day we
day
want
as
it.
That's the same day you just funded the party for.
Yeah.
What time's the fundraiser at?
I don't have a time on that.
Well, you could probably go from one to the other.
It's a huge day though. There's bands and
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
motorcycles. And
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be near, yeah.
And
you know,
the other item is August 6th, they're going to have a old-time baseball game at Cyclone.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then for holidays, September 10th and 11th, they're asking if we want to participate in anything for the holidays, like bounce house or whatever else we want to do for them. We usually do something. And you have to contact Sarah McKinney at 248-933-3392. She's the chairperson of the holidays. And also Halloween, too.
Oh,
When
So-
is Halloween?
I don't think they set the time yet for Halloween. It's what usually they're trying to figure out what's going on with the moose and everything else downtown, you know,
Yeah.
because Halloween's a big thing. So, but that's about it for holidays coming up, and then if we want to participate in Halloween. So,
Have we any other prior years?
uh,
Have we
No.
prior years? No?
We've gotten them like an extra bounce house and stuff through Oakland County Parks and stuff for it in the past. We used to run it, then they took it back, and so.
so that's the update from Village Parks.
thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
So is that something that we can talk about then at
You'll
this
have to
point?
talk about it. You
About-
can't talk about it now, no.
Okay.
Can we add that to the agenda for next month? I think it's something we should talk about. I think we should be involved. Don't you, Joe?
Pardon?
We should, the township parks should be involved with the Holly Days and the Halloween.
Yeah. It'd be nice to, it's a community event.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year Sean and I watched
Doing the
Disc golf.
disc golf
Yeah.
in front of the toilets.
Yeah, they always put it in fun, don't they?
Anybody else have anything they'd like to?
I will. Happy birthday, Donna.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Kathleen, thank you for giving me a hand with the
You're welcome, Sean.
barbecue at Mission
Great job.
Point.
Great job.
Really don't have anything else. I see Tony trying hard, pushing social media with the softball signups for fall. I'm going to make it a point to keep pushing on that. And that's really all real quick, how did softball end up? Or was everyone happy with
They all loved it. This Thursday's our last games.
Okay.
And of course, the umpire dropped his things off in my office. Well, I'll talk about it.
Yeah,
How
wait until
about
your
that?
Okay.
wait till your turn.
Right, and thank you, everybody. That's all I got.
Anybody else?
Tony, do we have any upcoming events? Like we did Pirate Days and other things like that at the beach. I know it's different because there's no lifeguards, but is there anything? Oakland County?
Oakland County, I can't even tell you why I called them 6 times and not got a phone call. So I know
Short-staffed,
that
I'm pretty sure.
they're short-staffed and they've had, well, one person's out having a baby, the other one is out. It's been,
It's a way.
plus I don't really have the staff to run it.
Okay. The only thing I have, I'll go to you, Tony, last, if that's okay. The director comments, the only thing I have is I did talk to George about the trees. Oakland County was supposed to go out there this Tuesday. I haven't heard anything of what came about from that. So as soon as I find out something, I will let Tony know, and if she wants to disseminate to the rest of everybody, we'll do it that way. That's about it that I have. Yeah, I'll let Tony speak then.
Okay. To answer your question, Sean, softball went very well, except for we had a team get into a fight. It was a long story. 2 teams were clashing through the fence. The umpire tried to throw 2 people out. He then, because they wouldn't leave, ended the game. The one girl got in his face. He did one of these to walk past her. Then the guys from the team surrounded him and were threatening him. He pushed one guy, and I had to switch fields, and I had to umpire that team for the entire rest of the season. It has not been pleasant. They are not pleasant to be around.
Will they be welcome back?
I don't know. I mean, they don't like me umpiring for them because I would put up with their stuff,
Shenanigans.
you know. This Thursday is our last set of games. The team that's supposed to play them contacted me on my way here to say they don't think they're going to be there. Which, okay, then I'll only have 2 games on each field, but then they'll have to come get their second place trophy from me because that'll put them in second place. The forfeits will.
Are they not showing up because of the other team? Or?
No,
Oh.
he's having a hard time getting girls from it's the church. They already canceled 2 games against that same team, which, you know, the other team's going to be upset because they potentially, they went into this week tied. Well, not really tied, but anyways, if that team had lost 1 game, the other team could have potentially taken second. Now they have no chance, but whatever. So, it's been okay. I mean, you know, it's been stressful for us having to deal with their shenanigans. They think they're super good, and they're not. They're about average with everybody else, you know.
Are you going to allow them to come back? if
I
they
don't
want?
know. I mean,
Okay.
I don't.
When they sign up, Tony, as a team, is there any, you know,
Well, I'm gonna be
set
honest.
rules?
Yeah, there are rules.
I mean, as far as like when you sign the contract to join the league,
Yeah,
there, it says A, B, C, D will not be tolerated or any of that kind of verbiage.
yeah, I mean, yes, you know. I mean, the
Unsportsmanlike
umpire admits,
conduct.
he should not push the guy, he should have just walked around him. But I didn't fire the umpire because I really kind of felt like he was being threatened. He's the only one that really admitted their part in it.
The fault.
The other first two teams that were doing, and they do this, they jaw at each other. And the one team thinks that the umpire should control that. Well, it's not really the umpire's job. You know, and, you know, you're not supposed to let it get under your, you know, that's why they do it. If it didn't bother you, they wouldn't say it, you know? So, we had a problem with this team the last time they were
These
there.
are all adults too, right?
Yes, these are all adults.
It's funny when you look at the names and you go, I wonder if that team's just going to, because of their name, it's going to have
It's
trouble
not
with
the
that.
team you think it is, but well.
CNC?
No. The CNC is a bunch of, they're funny. They're hysterical guys, you know. The one team that everybody used to hate, they now like because this other team's a pain in the butt. But
Okay.
I think that I'm gonna make, if he comes back, I'm gonna make him sign an extra contract that says that, you know,
Like a code of conduct
I
type
mean,
of deal?
it's sad because what it is they start picking at things and then, you know, his wife gets involved and she's not even playing, she's keeping book, and, you know, he's questioning everything, and now I look at him and say, I don't see Chelsea, because that's who he put down as the coach, and I just walk away and don't answer his questions.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know, otherwise you spend all day explaining everything to a guy that should understand it. So, it's up to you guys. I mean,
If you don't think it's going to be an issue, that's...
Yeah, it goes down to you.
Yeah,
It's
you
what
are
it
the
means.
director.
well, the
So-
problem's going to be officiating because the one guy won't officiate them.
Well, then it's an
Yeah.
issue, so
So it's an issue
I would not allow them to come back then.
because, yeah, I
And if
mean,
they're making him and the other team, yeah.
Right.
so,
I
But
would
then
vote
they
for
can
him.
just have another team name and throw another couple of people on there. I mean,
Well, they
It's their
supply the
prerogative.
team list, right? With who's
yeah,
playing?
but
Right.
you're not going to kick everybody off his team out.
No, but you know who the troublemakers are, I would assume, right?
I mean, I think he's controllable, but I think that it's going to be, he's going to have to sit down and have a long talk with me before I let him sign up.
I think that's fair.
That's fair.
Well, it's fair.
Yep.
I thought that the
That's more
umpire
fair than I would be
had
for.
total rule of the field.
That's,
What
that was,
does that mean, Joe?
Well,
Same.
if I was an umpire and I told that gentleman over there to knock that off, if he doesn't knock it off, I'm gonna only tell him twice. Third time and you're out.
He did. He threw them out. They refused to leave. So he said, guess what? This game is over.
Yep.
And he walked away. That's
Yep.
all he could do.
yeah.
You know, he should not have pushed the girl away. He should have just walked away from her. You know, they attacked him because how dare he, you know. I mean, it was stupid. They said they were going to, you know, they wanted him fired. I said, I'm not, well, first I got to hear all sides before I make any decision. And then they wanted to know, well, he assaulted me, then, well, the police station's down the road. But make sure you understand, filing a false police complaint is just as bad as, you know. So if what you're saying didn't really happen and cannot be backed up by anybody other than the people on your own team, it's going to be your word against his word and the other team's word. So they didn't file a complaint, obviously, because, you know, the woman they threw out on the other team was one of the coach's mom. It wasn't even a player.
It's grandma.
It's softball, guys. That's
How
what I
much
said
money?
to
How
you.
much money do they get when they win?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
They get
I
a
just wanted to see
trophy.
why they were
I mean,
getting all
it's
upset.
like, yeah, it's ridiculous. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody? Anything else? No. We're gonna adjourn then.
all right.
Time
Oh, can I have the birthday?
7:49.
Can I get your autograph? I hear it's worth a lot. How's Amber doing?
Good.